Hello, everybody, to episode 18 of Waters of the Deep. Made it 4.5 months. Woohoo! As always, am Jacob, your wonderful DM. We'll go through and do some introductions real quick while we're waiting on our last person to get in. Mike, you get to go first.
Hi everyone, I'm Mike. Tonight I am playing Taddy, Soul Knife Fairy Rogue. Fairy Soul Knife Rogue. Yeah, it's all in there somewhere. He's looking to make some money, and this week I think he's just trying to figure out whether or not he's gonna have to go deal with a partner behind bars or not.
All right, Pearl. Pam, that's you.
Oh, hi. Sorry. Hi, everybody. I'm Pam. I am playing Pearl. I am a lovely little angry paladin who seems to be getting in trouble. Or we'll see, but it looks like she likes to get in trouble without trying to get in trouble. Let's just say that. And I'm excited to see what's gonna happen this time around, and at least her friend is not in jail anymore. So that's a good thing that happened. And we'll see what happens this session.
Alrighty, Katie.
Hey everybody, I'm Katie. I'm playing Silt, the Tabaxi Hexblade Warlock, who is surprisingly depthy, but just slow to let people in. We'll see. We'll see how that goes.
All right, I think we're up to 6 Bs for Kit this week.
Oh, we ain't doing bees. I forgot again. How dare he? My dad just came and swiped by one of my pizza rolls. Disrespect.
Oh,
Oh, them's fighting
Hi.
words right there.
Yeah, I know. Hi, I'm Max. I almost said a different name, and I'm not. I'm Max. I play Kit today, ready to fuck some shit up.
All right. Fresh out of jail, Brad.
Hello, everybody. I'm Brad. I play Otis Watts, the Tempest Cleric. And yeah, he just got out of jail, so we'll see what's going on with that.
All right. And last but not least, Becca, if you're ready to do an intro.
Yeah, I'm here. Hi everyone, I'm Becca. I play Galen, the Sea Elf Gloomstalker Ranger, and just yeah, happy to be here.
All right. So a little recap. Last week we had the trial, so to speak. Um, Long and short of it, Odessa ended up agreeing to a deal in which they were going to do. Let me pull my notes up, make sure I put out the right information. I think it was 3 favors. Notes.
For Gistra?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
it
yeah,
was
3.
totally
It was
3
3.
favors.
Yep, it was 3.
That makes me feel like it was 6.
6
It
is
was
great too.
definitely 6.
Oh.
You're right. It was 6.
Hey, look, my notes. Over the next 6 months, Odess has to complete 8 jobs. If he hasn't completed the 8 jobs in the 6 months, then he doesn't have to complete any jobs beyond that. And during that 6 months, he needs to check in with the watch every Friday. Right there on my notes, next to the circled do family member notes for Silt.
And today is Sunday.
And
And
Today
today
is
is
Sunday.
Sunday.
is
Yes.
that
Yep.
your notes, or is
Oh, that
that
is
your notes, or is that
absolutely my notes, my notebook, right
that's
there.
definitely what my notes say too. So,
Yeah.
Mine say it
Right.
too. He was like 3, and I was like, yeah, that's it.
but look, we've got 6 months to be really busy and do no jobs for Gistra because I'm busy. I'm a busy
No,
cat.
what happened there is it was at the end of the session, and I scribbled down real quick on a piece of paper and never transferred it to my in-game notes. All right. Yeah, so Odess ended up taking that deal to not risk time in the mines. At Kit's advisement, the mines are not a great place, and nobody is going there, one way or another. So the deal was taken. Silt had a brief conversation with an old contact, Sakasi. That was just about it. We are going to retcon just a tiny bit because Mike wasn't here last week. While you were all in speaking to the Lord Marshal, which Taddy was not present for because he wasn't there the first time, getting your writs of passage for the market, Taddy waited outside, and a somewhat familiar tiefling kind of walks up and posts up next to you, and well, I'm glad that went the way it did. I think you'll agree.
Well, I mean, he's not in jail, but
Yeah.
to anybody's not a great thing.
Were the notes I gave you worth anything?
Honestly, honestly, Vex, they came too late, but thank you.
No.
I had some ideas for them, but
We do what we
they
can
may
for
they may
friends.
they may. I appreciate it. I do have one quick question, and he kind of peeks around to see if anybody's close enough to hear us or not.
Not that you can tell, no.
Okay. If 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 something goes awry with these dealings with my cohort, does the guild have anybody they need sent to the mine?
Not off the top of my head, but I'm sure somebody will cross us at some point, and I'll be sure to keep it in mind. You know how to get a
Okay.
hold of me if
I
anything
appreciate it,
happens,
Vex.
and I'll keep a list.
Yeah. Appreciate it. Oh, and just to make life easier, if the guild needs me, apparently we're setting up shop upstairs at the
Oh, I
Rest
know.
Anchor.
Do you not remember waking up with the notes on your chest this morning? I'm very aware of where you sleep.
I know you know where I've been sleeping, but I'm just letting you know that that's apparently going to be a more permanent gig than what was originally planned.
Fair enough.
So, all
I'll
right,
look for
Vex.
you there
Well,
if I need
I'll
you.
be in touch.
Sounds good. Have a lovely day.
You too.
And Vax will walk off and disappear out. A couple minutes goes by, and the rest of you come out the front door after. Well, all of you but Silt would come out the front door. Silt would come out from around the side of the building.
Is there a pebble or a rock nearby?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna pick one up and throw it at Otis.
Okay. Just drop a ranged dagger throw in the chat box.
I'm
Sure.
in between them. Can I try and block if I see it?
Make a perception check.
Yeah, and I'm right there also. Do I? Can I just jump it?
Make a perception check, Pam. Right. Gallon and Pearl, you can both make just straight dexterity checks.
Hold on. How are you a Gloomstalker and have no?
That's
Right.
what I was just wondering.
Hold on. Let me check something. That doesn't seem right. Hold on.
Did a save, not a check.
Oh, I did a save. Sorry. It was a check. Give me a sec. Oh, same shit. Okay.
Right?
Okay. Never mind.
Brad, check your original build for Gallon and see what her dex score was, because I could have sworn she had higher than an 11.
I'll be right back.
I'll be honest. I don't have her original build.
Okay.
Have it
I'll
somewhere.
have to.
I'll look.
If you
I'll take a
if
look.
you can find that, that'd be great. Otherwise, I'll go back and look through stuff. Well, Taddy walked away, but Odes, you get like a clunk on the shoulder. It hit your armor. Didn't do anything to you, just hit your armor. And you look down and a rock hits the floor.
Did I see where it came from?
Let's see. Yeah.
So I'm assuming that means
So
I
it hit?
knew.
Yeah, you got him in the shoulder, and he knows where it came from.
Okay, good. I'm gonna wave and say, "Glad you're out, buddy. Sorry about the rock, but I know your left ear doesn't work."
Wait, where is Taddy on the map?
On your right.
Your
That little.
Uh,
No.
If you had just walked out the door, he'd be on your right.
Yeah.
Which makes
gonna
it
l-
amazing.
I'm gonna look at him and be like, you know, left's over here, right?
Yeah, well, I don't know. Gave me an excuse. What's up?
What's going on? Thanks for your help in them.
Hey, you know, do what I can.
What is going on? Sorry. Yeah.
So it is just after noon. You've all received your writs of passage for completing the job on the boat. Odes is, for intents and purposes, on probation moving forward. What are you guys doing next?
Let's see
Where
if
you
I have the
going?
board
What you
up.
doing?
Hold on.
Great question.
Ah, there we go.
It's time to get back to work.
Well, and probably regroup. We've got some things we gotta talk about.
Communication.
Okay. Well, sounds like from my recollection, there's a place at the Rusty Anchor we can go hang out at and figure stuff out at. Let's go do that.
Yep.
I would like to stop by the market to see if I can pick up something.
Okay. What are you looking for?
A legume or a bean,
What's
to be specific.
what's your strength, Otis?
My strength?
Yeah.
Why do you ask?
Is it at least average, a 10 or higher?
Yeah, it's not negative. We'll put it that way.
Well, good. You should be able to lift whatever you want. pick up whatever you want,
Oh,
as long as it ain't too heavy.
Voodoo.
I don't.
And
with the dad joke.
everybody is gonna take 1 point of psychic damage.
Hey, I missed last week. I gotta get some in here. Come on.
Love it.
I was watching Dungeons and listening to Dungeons and Daddies, and it's about dads who go through an interdimensional portal and end up in D&D. And every time they make a dad joke, they get inspiration, but it gives everyone else 1d4 psychic damage.
Oh, dude, I love that. That's amazing.
It's a neat little thing, but we're not going to implement that here.
That would be asking for
I
trouble.
think,
feel like.
I think I was watching the wrong one because that Dungeons
I-
and Daddies I was watching was like,
I was specifically
Buddy.
watching Dungeons and Daddies, not a BDSM podcast. So
Well, Mike was celebrating Mother's Day how he wanted to, so
they do very
That's right.
specifically put in the title, not a BDSM podcast.
that's funny.
I mean, you have to with a name like that.
Yeah. Brad, go ahead and make a perception check for me. Okay. Yeah, you don't even need to go all the way to the market. You, on the way back to the Rusty Anchor, are able to spot a food vendor who has some beans of various varieties.
It's a magical fruit.
How much are you looking for?
Just one. But for the sake of argument, I will take a couple in case we need some food on the way.
Well, that's good because the vendor would not sell you an individual bean, but he'll sell you a small bag of beans with roughly 20 beans in it for 5 silver.
You got it.
Do I hear
make-
windowsill garden?
Say what?
A windowsill garden in our new home.
A window seal guard. Oh,
That's a great idea. I'm digging it.
wait. Is this an in-character question or above character question?
It's above character. I don't think Silt would be into windowsill gardens that much.
Got it.
I don't know. Gotta have some roughage to chew on when you feel a little bit like, puking or whatever.
Eating all this
Yeah,
freaking fish.
Ugh. Good point.
Did you say it was 5 silver?
I heard
Yeah. Yes.
I heard catnip grows on those things pretty good.
Look, man. No. Gotta
Putting that
keep a
out
clear
there.
head.
That shit's addictive, man.
Yeah.
I haven't been to my dealer
But
in
you're at home.
Damn, you got me there.
But above table.
But you'd be at home. You'd be resting. Just,
You got a couple safeties with you in case you go crazy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Well,
know.
I've
If
already
we need
seen
her
me go
seeing
crazy,
goat
so.
feet,
Don't do
seaweed
drugs,
nibble
kids.
again.
Saying.
All right. Let me add that. You said it was 20, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you'll all make your way over to the good old Rusty Anchor. And are you going into the Anchor or are you going up to the apartment?
I'm going into the Anchor. I'm going to have a drink. That got interrupted last time.
Before you go into the Anchor, because I'm going up to the apartment, I'm gonna grab your arm on your right side, your right arm, and take off the Poseidon's amulet that you let me borrow, and I'm gonna give it back to you and say thank you for letting me borrow this.
He's gonna look down at it and look at you and say you're welcome, and he'll stuff it into one of his little pouches and walk into the Rusty Anchor.
See you later. Go upstairs.
All right, who's going where?
Well, before we all separate,
Upstairs.
even though we're supposed to get together, I'm gonna look at Salt and be like, "Hey, thanks for hooking us up with the apartment. Here's 20 gold for my share for the apartment." And I'm going
Thank
to
you.
give 20 gold.
very much.
All right.
I want to make sure I did that before.
Pam, you going upstairs or downstairs?
I'm also gonna be handling my 20 gold and also tell Salt thank you for the arrangement on the apartment. And I'm gonna stay downstairs and I'm gonna have a drink.
Okay. Kit is going to go upstairs and continue being broody. Gallon, upstairs or downstairs?
I'm gonna go upstairs.
All right. Upstairs it is. So there's the upstairs map and there's the downstairs map. So we can all see what's going on. Mike, I texted you notes from last week, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Making sure you're filled in on the major life event happenings. All right. So two of you are
Well,
downstairs.
I got to watch like the last hour.
Okay.
So
All right. Well, two of you are downstairs. Typical costs for food and drink. And the four of you are upstairs. Let's go ahead and start upstairs. And what are you guys up to?
I'd like to ask Taddy if I could take a look at that the list, Vistra's list again.
yeah, sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna take that and sit down and copy it into my journal.
Hold on. I'm working on it.
He gave it to me, but he didn't technically give it to me. Does that make sense? Got to
And
build it
it's-
real quick before you can look it over.
No, I've got it built. It's just not copied. There we go. It's
Oh.
in the chat.
Okay.
It wasn't copying effectively. Control C, Control V wasn't working. So. As far as... Yeah, the notes really don't cover exactly what is needed to create the machine. It's mostly notes regarding theory of what could be possible with this machine. There is brief mentioning on function of the machine and using certain alchemical components to extract the energy. But these are all theoretical notes.
Okay, I was just going off of your note last week. Post game note. So I thought I should get it down in my journal.
And
I am gonna create that in my backpack.
I've got the actual item. I'll put it in
but-
your backpack.
Oh, well,
So,
I just got I created one. Okay.
Those are the two items mentioned that when combined in a vacuum chamber will extract magical essences from other items.
Okay, combined in a vacuum chamber
Mm-hmm.
will extract magical essence from other items.
Yep. I just added Gistra's notes to your inventory, Mike.
I see it.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna add a extra line, put in
Yep.
that will-o-wisp dress and pixie wings.
All right. What else are you guys up to upstairs?
I'm going to go in the girl's bedroom to my bed, which I forget which one it was. I think this one. And have just more conversation about the note with Grand Tempest. But, you know, again, not important right here to take up game time for that.
Okay. So you're just discussing Gistra's notes with
Yes.
Tempest?
Yeah,
Okay.
if he has more information, stuff to say, send it to me later. Whatever.
I am just going to sit down at the dining room table, kind of catty corner to Kit, and just sit in silence as I like fumble around with my tools and like sharpen the arrows and look at the like adjust the fletchings on the arrow, that kind of stuff. As
Okay.
I wait for other people to get back.
All right, Taddy.
I'm gonna walk into this room. That look like there's a window right there.
I sent you a whisper, Silt. Yes, that's a window.
Okay. I apparently have 4 daggers.
Okay.
I take one of those daggers, and I'm gonna put it into the headboard, sticking straight up from this bed.
What about the headboard? You cut out a little bit.
I'm gonna take a dagger. I'm gonna stab it right into the top of the headboard, almost like a plaque. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Marking my spot. I don't
Okay.
have anything to keep it but a dagger, so. Silt, that's you type in W
Backslash W
space.
and then capital G, capital M. So it'll look. Oh, it won't let me do it.
Yep.
All right. Kit's still going through emotions, so we will jump downstairs for the moment. Odess and Pearl.
So I am going to walk up to. Is Bert there?
He is. I didn't swap out the tokens yet.
So I'm gonna walk up. I'm
Oh,
gonna sit my
so
back.
sorry, not Bert. The other one. The one that's normally there.
Who's that? Agatha? Or...
Hold on. Bart. Bart, the bartender, is there. I thought you were talking
Yeah.
about the cook.
No, I'm looking for Bart.
Yeah, Bart is there.
So first thing I'm gonna do is take my bag, set it on the table. I'm gonna pull out that nifty new little belt that I have.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put that on. And in the meantime, I'm going to ask Mr. Bart if I owe him any money from the last time I was here.
No, nothing got broke, and you were paying for the drinks as you went, so you're good, bud.
Okay. I will set. I forget. I think it's what, 5 silver for a drink.
I believe so.
Or was it 3? I'll say it's 5 for a drink and 3 for food. I think, or something like that.
If I could stop pushing the wrong button.
2 for drink, 3 for food.
Yeah, so 5 for
5
food
silver
and
total.
drink.
Yeah.
And it's midday, right?
Yep.
I am
That
going
dead
to.
guy out.
Was that?
Is that dead guy outside the bar still outside the bar?
Nope.
Okay. Just double checking, cause you know, dead bodies sitting outside the bar. I just Rusty
all right.
Anchor might have just turned into the morgue.
No shit.
Oh, I forgot as well, as you all were heading back to the Rusty Anchor, anybody who didn't swim, take 2 silver off for boat ride.
Okay, I'm gonna do that because I didn't swim.
Sorry,
You
Brad,
said
go ahead.
two silver?
Yep, 2 silver for the ferry crossing.
All right, so I'm gonna do that, and then I am going to give him 6 silver, 5 for the food and drink, and 1 for him as a thank you. And I'm going to ask him if. Let me make sure I get the guy's name right. Alston has arrived yet.
No, Alston hasn't shown up in like a week.
Above table. I got arrested last night, and if I remember right, he said he was supposed to be here the next day.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
hold on. Make sure which one you're talking about.
You know a guy.
That's right. Okay. I thought you were talking about somebody else.
Also, Davy Jones Locker guys, we forgot we've got lunch with our friend at the apothecary.
We'll get back to you in a second, Becca.
Oh, no worries.
Alston, no, he's scheduled for this evening, so he won't be in for a couple of hours.
Okay. I appreciate.
He'll start maybe an hour or two before supper rush and carry on through the night.
All right. Thank you, Bart. You are a gentleman and a scholar, my friend.
Oh, well, thank you.
And I will go find an empty table with my food and drink.
All right. Just pick a table. It's a thin lunch crowd, so.
Oop. There we go.
Okay. Pearl, what are you doing?
As I walk over there, I'm going to say, Pearl, you're welcome to join me.
Yeah, I'll be there in a minute. I'm just getting a beer.
2 silver.
Yeah, hold on.
Okay.
La la la. I'm gonna get in. Actually, I'll get 2. So
So 4 silver then.
yeah, and I'm gonna say, okay, Brad. Okay, Brad. Sorry. Okay, Honest. I'll join you. I'm getting there, and I'm just gonna take a look around. I'm trying to see if I have anybody that might seem suspicious, kind of spying on us, kind of keeping an eye on us, something around that. It's like
Man, I can hear Pam like
Turn
through
around.
everywhere.
to check.
Make a perception check.
Do I see her looking around
Girl's
like
a
this?
little paranoid right now.
I mean, she's not looking too deep. She's just kind of like glancing around as she walks.
I'm kind of nothing very suspicious. You know, very chill. Just kind of like, just looking around. Nothing crazy. Just gonna try to keep it on the low. Nothing crazy.
No, nothing looks real crazy. I mean, there's always some shady types in here that look shady, but nothing
Nothing out of the norm.
nothing sticks out as unusual to you.
Okay, great. Okay, then I'm just gonna go walking with my beautiful mead and join Otis on his little table.
Okay. Well, you guys eat and drink. We will cut back upstairs. What are you all up to?
That's a question.
And as you stand there admiring your handiwork with putting the knife in the headboard, you hear Gallon from the other room. Oh, shoot! We were supposed to go have lunch with the apothecary.
Okay, I wasn't sure if I actually remembered that right. So I just was like, okay, right, I'll just shut up.
I didn't take notes on that because that wasn't like I didn't have anything for that, so I don't know who you were supposed to have lunch with, but that sounds right.
I think because we made such a good deal.
It was. I think we were supposed to have dinner with her, but lunch.
Dinner or lunch, I can't remember.
I think it was supposed to be dinner.
Can I lose this, guys? I want to get back into the
Can you what?
silver looking one. I want to get back into the one I was in normally.
Yeah, I can swap it out for you.
And I would, but I don't see them on the list.
Nope, I got it. Don't worry about it.
Not to mention, I can't find them in my assets either. Weird.
Is that the orange hair or the purple hair? Orange hair, right? That one? Can you hear me?
I
That
think
looks
you
like the
froze.
one he usually uses.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, you were frozen up real good there, Mike.
Full silver outfit, green.
Start over, you were frozen.
Yeah, okay, that one. That from laying. That's all. What I'm
Was
going
it that,
for.
or was it that one?
It was the purple-haired one, but I know. Ooh, I use them both. Shit.
Okay. I think the orange-haired one was one you had
Okay.
when I changed everything. So we'll stick with that one for now.
Yeah. Ted, halfling, Taddy. No, yep, that's the one.
Okay.
Okay. I will come back out of the room and after hearing her say that, and we have a meeting. We should probably be going then, huh?
Yeah, but you know, now that I'm thinking about it, I think it was dinner.
Okay.
No,
Well,
I
Teddy's
can't
gonna
remember.
pop a squat in the chair right there then, and well, we were talking about coming up here and regrouping and discussing what we were doing, so here we are. So I mean,
Minus 2 members who had to get a drink and eat. But yeah, we need to talk about what we're gonna do about Kit's uncle and how we're gonna solve that. Figure out who killed him. Kit, once again, I'm super sorry. That sucks. And then we gotta figure out a game plan for the group of the Alari, the Order of the Alari, and their hunt for Pearl.
I mean,
Which one do we tackle first? do we?
well, I can tell you right now. I mean, I'm only one person, but this really is a group discussion. But from my point of view, there's only one way a group is going to stop hunting anything, and that's if they catch it or it's dead.
I love you, Taddy.
That ain't going to happen. So I don't see us doing anything about that. But I mean, as far as a murder goes, we can figure out a murder.
Yeah, I think we should start with that too.
We figure out anything without a body or anything to go off of.
Not a warlock.
The body's not in the city anymore.
It's at the.
I mean, she knows demons. She can figure it out. I'm sure. Talk to Sil.
I like you just assume I know demons. Above table, since I'm not part of this conversation.
Above table, it's Taddy. Of course he's.
Above table, I don't
You're a
think
warlock.
anybody even knows that she's actually a warlock. Like, you know she has some magical capabilities, but beyond that, she has a whip and a bucket
That's
fetish.
true.
Yeah, no, that's really all I know. I mean, aside from like the background story that I heard, part of the backstory. Didn't
And
know
she
she
Yeah,
was
apparently
but-
talks to herself. So
Which maybe she's not talking to herself. Maybe she's talking to demons. and,
That's fair.
And I'm just
Fair.
gonna like stare at the table, wide-eyed, like pensive.
There's no demons.
Are you?
this is a lot worse now that I actually think about it.
Are you seriously trying to tell me that a pixie rogue in a rogue guild wouldn't know what a warlock looks like? Just saying.
Bro,
When was the last time
what
you
does a
saw
warlock look like?
Above table, how often do you see warlocks wearing plate armor?
Yeah. But I can see the telltale signs.
Well, scale mail.
I
think
know
it's
people.
Scale.
Scale mail. Yes.
Yeah, scale mail.
The signs
I'll
are there.
I'll
can catch 'em.
say make an Arcana check. Okay, you know.
And now everybody else does too. Thanks. Not really. I don't care because I didn't realize it was.
No secret.
I mean, she would have fit as an Eldritch Knight too. Between the scale mail and combat efficiency, but anyways,
Rogues in guilds know things. They just know things.
are you actually in the guild or do you just have a guild contact? Because I thought you just had a contact.
I work with the I work with the guild, so technically I'm at least associated with them.
Okay, we'll call it freelancer for now.
Okay.
All right. But let's jump back downstairs real quick. Odessa, Pearl, are you guys up to anything? Having any conversation?
Otis is gonna look up from his food and drink and look at Pearl, and he's gonna say, you know, hey, I just wanted to say thank you for what you were doing. You didn't really have to do that.
Yeah. I mean, absolutely. We kind of have a problem.
You don't say.
We have 6 problems in their name.
We kind of
Silt.
By this point, the tavern has filled up a fair amount, and most of the tables are packed.
Okay. So I'm gonna say very quietly, like, we might have the order of the allergy. What was it? Allergy.
The order of the allergies. It's spring, baby.
Care of the allergies.
Make a stealth
Aw.
check, Pam.
But I feel like that's also such a Pearl thing to say. I love it. Just like nonchalantly, yeah, the order of the allergies, and then just like move on.
The order of the allergies. Spring.
Pam, click advantage and then roll stealth one more time.
On advantage, what did
Well,
I do to the
So you have disadvantage because of your armor, but your armor wouldn't affect how loud you can talk. So I
Not that
gave
it
you the
really would
straight
have
roll.
mattered.
Not that loud. I'm
No, it went up.
whispering.
It's definitely like the drunk person at the bar who's like, "Hey, I gotta tell you something." You know, like doing the raspy whisper voice, but not being quiet at all.
With 2 beers? Damn. Okay. So,
No, I'm not saying you are drunk. I'm saying that's how you sound trying to be
I
quiet.
got it. I got it. I got it. Okay.
Well,
So,
You know,
she's
after the
yeah.
last time I
just
saw,
left.
What?
I was going to say after the last time I saw her in the bar.
Yeah, but that was
I
like
think
6 or 7. Like, it's a little
Yeah,
out
but
there.
apparently, but that was, I mean, let's just compare, what it is. Every time you go to the bar, you get sloshed.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay, I'll give you that. I know, enjoy a little
It's
drinky
par.
drinky. It's just what I do.
Nothing
You
wrong
know?
with that. Nothing wrong with
Yeah.
that. Just par for the
I
course. I'm
like
just
to
saying.
feel happy, and I'm either killing somebody or I'm wasted. It's the pirate life. That's how it is. That's it.
There you go.
So yeah, so I'm telling him this, like, yeah, so the order of this, like, allergy people, like, kind of attacked me and Galen, and we ran them off. They ran off because they're little pussies, but I'm sure that they're still gonna try to, like, come and find us. And then on top of that, Kit's uncle was murdered, and this happened like right before we had to go to court today. So of course, we said after we dealt with your situation, we're gonna try to find a way to help her and find out who made this crime or who murdered her uncle, or try to get more information on it, since honestly I didn't even know a lot about her family, or I don't remember if she ever mentioned it, but yeah, so he was murdered.
Make a history check, Pearl.
Because I know we said that we mentioned it once, but Pearl doesn't
Okay,
remember for sure.
so you would
Never mind.
remember from the conversation that her uncle was the throneman.
Yeah. Okay. So the throne, I guess, was her uncle, and I don't know what happened, but she just received news that he got murdered.
So, if I'm not mistaken, you're sitting on his left side, right?
Yeah.
Make a perception check
So
at disadvantage.
Yes, thank you. I mean, I kind of figured that he probably heard some of that because they were in the middle of a conversation, but
Allergies, uncle.
I'll still say disadvantage. The bar is pretty loud. I did say
Allergies,
it.
uncle,
he said perception.
At disadvantage.
Stop it.
All right. Yeah, you heard her.
Okay.
Only because you had turned your head to talk to her first, so you were looking at her while she was talking.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at Pearl and be like, you know what? As much as I can hear you right now, it is kind of loud in here. So how about we switch spots? Just so we don't have any issues.
So you guys like do the really awkward stand up and nut to butt shuffle.
Okay, what were you saying about allergies and somebody's uncle dying?
Order of allergies.
The fuck is
These
order
people
of
that are
allergies?
hunting.
Make a history check.
And I do like a little signal, like counting, like an arrow. I don't know, like
Just
hunters.
Just a reminder, Odess, you did hear this from Gal.
Oh, that is right.
So you
So-
could still question what the hell the order of the allergies is.
So
But-
actually make an insight check then.
That actually helps a lot better.
Okay. You put 2 and 2 together.
So
Okay, great. Because I suck
Uh,
at sign language.
let me make sure I
Pearl,
get the name
I'm
right.
good at that.
It's the
Alari.
Order of Alari.
Yeah.
So you mean the order of? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, but let's call them allergy because we're here.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, and he'll give kind of a weird.
Let's just say the word allergy, and that's what we know because I know what they can. At least two of them look like. So if they're ever here, hint, hint, allergy.
Gotcha. Just start sneezing. Just.
Code language over here. Yeah, something like that. And then, oh, these allergies are killing me. And hint, hint. Yeah, we gotta relate that to the group. But yeah, so
Yeah.
they were very strong, but I guess we scared them off because then Taddy eventually came over and Silt and Kid and they run off. But they did say they were gonna be back. So
Gotcha.
that's why you kind of saw me. I don't know if you were looking at me, but I was kind of being funny. Like I got the meats. I started just looking around the area. Just to make sure that we have nobody watching us or anybody that seems more suspicious than what they normally look like. You know, we got funny creatures over here.
Well, I just thought you were sus of everybody because you're Pearl.
Yeah. But no, yeah, that's kind of it. And I mean, even we should probably talk to the whole group at the apartment and kind of see where we go from here. But I'm glad you got out, man. Like,
Thank
hopefully,
you.
we'll get this over with sooner than later.
So wait,
Put it in the chat.
what happened with Kid?
Well, she was really, really upset because of her uncle passing and that he got murdered. So I'm
When the
assuming.
fuck did this happen?
Oh, I don't know. We just found out this morning. She was reading a note.
Yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yeah. Kit told you that the blonde slave girl had given her the note yesterday.
Okay, but we saw her. Me and Galen saw her today reading it in the morning, or she was early in the morning.
She didn't even tell us. She just left a note on the table.
Okay, so the letter was found on the table in the dining, I guess you can say, common area. And Galen approached it, and I got close to it too. And the letter said that Throne, you know, her uncle was murdered. She didn't really want to talk about it. You know how Kid can be sometimes, so we just kind of let her be. But we did advise her that after we deal with the courtroom and your situation today, that we were going to help her try to find who was responsible for this. So I'm sure we'll talk more about it, and we'll probably hear more of what she has to say or what she has in mind to avenge her uncle.
Well, we should probably help Kit then.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm all in. You know,
Yeah.
murder, killing. You know, it's a hobby.
Murder,
Another
death,
day
kill.
for us. Yeah, absolutely. Just another day. But yeah, I just wanted to give you a heads up on Wakanda you missed. Not a lot. Could be worse.
Sounds like it went to hell in a handbasket.
Oh yeah.
Well,
It was.
hopefully they won't interrupt our food and drink again anytime soon.
Yeah.
Little fuckers.
I don't know.
All right. Well, I say between you and I, we finish up whatever we got going today, and we'll link up with Kit tonight and figure out what the fuck we're gonna do. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So are you guys sitting in the bar for the afternoon, or are you going to finish up your food and drink and go upstairs?
I'm gonna finish my food and drink and then just go to the apartment.
I'm a bug table. I don't think Otis knows about the apartment yet. So, with that being said, he's going to stay seated at the table and just continue with his food and drink. See if he hears anything going on.
Does
in the
Pearl
crowd.
say anything when she gets up to leave?
Absolutely. She's gonna say, "Oh, so you're coming or not?" Oh, I forgot. There was something else. I knew I forgot something. So we got an apartment. I know, too much information. So Silt actually got an apartment. We just have to pay her 20 gold for the month. And I mean, it's pretty comfortable place. It's up here, actually. So all we have to do is just go upstairs. So we have a place to stay. I mean, it's pretty comfortable. It's not that big, but at least we have our, kind of private space, and then it has a little common area and then like a wash area. Small, but it's cozy, and it's seems safe. So yeah, we have a place to stay, officially.
Okie doke. Well, I guess I'll be up in a little bit. I'm just gonna hang out down here for a while.
Later, I'm kind of tired, so I'm just gonna go and take a nap. What is it, like afternoonish?
Yeah, probably about 1 o'clock.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go and take a nap. I'll see you later.
All right, have fun.
And I'm gonna go to the apartment.
And she told you where the staircase is and all that, so you're
Yeah.
aware of how to get there. So Otis, what are you doing while you're hanging out in the tavern for the afternoon?
He's just gonna kind of continue to meagerly eat his food. He'll have maybe 2 drinks, not enough to get drunk, or just enough to like wet his whistle, kind of nurse him. The big thing is he's just gonna kind of listen to see if he hears any word or any rumors floating around the tavern or anything like that.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check at disadvantage.
Out of curiosity, since I am actively listening, would guidance take effect on this at all?
Guidance only lasts for a minute. So it's like every minute you'd have to stop and recast it. Yeah, go ahead and do it. Okay.
It's pretty average.
And we will come back to you in a little bit. The 3 of you sitting at the table hear footsteps, and a moment later, Pearl enters the room.
Hey, Pearl.
Oh, there's one.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get close to come to the table. So Otis is downstairs. I kind of gave him a heads up on what's happening right now or what he missed. Just so you guys know, we have a code for the order of allergy, because I told them, and I look at Galen, I told them what happened to us. So the code is,
Can you hear my dogs playing in the background?
before
I
my
was wondering
children
what the
kill
fuck
each
that
other.
was.
Frida, trying to tell the crew what's going on. Okay, so we have a code because we want to make sure that whoever is trying to find us, we have a way of maybe telling amongst each other, hey, they're here. So if we are at the bar or wherever we might be, I'm just gonna start like sniffing, like, oh, chew, and then say the allergies, and that's kind of gonna
Us?
be the code. Just go
Oh,
with
wait a
it,
minute.
Patty.
Us? Why are they hunting me?
Well, I don't know about you, but if you're with me, and they're definitely already have dealt with Galen and myself, mainly myself, I have to say, but now that they obviously seen everybody, anybody can run into them. So if we happen to be in a large group or somewhere where Galen or I might identify at least the 2 that we saw, it's kind of code for us to be, on the outlook for them and being alert.
Yeah, okay.
So I just came up with that. And Kid, I kind of mentioned, I hope it was okay. I did mention about finding out about your uncle being murdered, and we're definitely, he's on board on helping you with that. I hope it was okay that I share that with him.
Matt's already dead, and we don't know what happened to his body, so there's really no point in discussing that any further.
Okay, I understand. I just kind of wanted to give him a heads up of what has happened, and of course I mentioned that we'll be here to help you if you ever need for whatever you may need. And he didn't know about the apartment, so I just gave him kind of instructions on how to get up here and told them to give you to Silt. Where's Silt? She here?
Yeah, she's
No,
in the girls' room.
Silt,
Okay.
Silt actually, by this point, she had been writing some stuff in her journal, but has since taken off her scale mail and climbed up onto the roof. So she's not here.
Okay.
But
So
you
I
guys
just
don't
told
know
the
that.
group.
You got in the room.
Kit, if you don't think there's anything we can do to help you in regards to your uncle, I mean, do you think your brother knows? It's not my business. And then I'm gonna kind of like shut up.
I'm assuming not, since that kid came and delivered me a note. But I don't really have the heart to tell him right now, so I'm not really worried about it. I'm gonna have him continue what studies he's doing and focus on that.
Okay. All right. So if there's nothing you really want to do in regards to solving your uncle's murder, because I mean, it sounds like we're out of options there. I guess we should just do some more jobs.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
I mean, above table. Max, do you genuinely like? Is this character being like, "Hey, we don't know what's going on. We don't know anything about this, so therefore, there's no point in solving it," and kind of like a depressive state, or is it like? Or I guess I could do a perception check on that.
Insight check. You'd get
That's
a
not
pretty
bad.
good you get a pretty good read on how Kit actually feels.
Yeah, so basically, she doesn't understand how to like regulate her emotions right now because she's lost so many people in her life. It's just taken a big toll on her, and she's like really scared of being left by herself, and she's left by herself right now, so she doesn't understand how to portray her emotions and how to like talk about them. So she's like, I don't know how to describe it.
She's internalizing.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Cool. I can work with that. Cool. Okay, so this is not a solution we have to solve right now, but we will keep in mind. And Kit, if you need anything from us, anything at all, you reach out to one of us, and we will be there for you. And then just gonna kind of like leave her in her feels.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna remind Pearl that we have dinner with the apothecary person tonight here at the Restored Anchor.
All right. Well, we'll jump back downstairs real quick. Odess, actually, anything else going on upstairs over the duration of the afternoon until roundabout supper time?
I'm gonna take a nap.
Okay. You go to enter the bedroom, and you find Silt's armor laid on her bed, and Silt is nowhere to be seen.
What the fuck? So, are you wandering on the
invisible?
floor like I do? Meow.
Uh, make a perception check, Silt.
It's get it right.
Not you, Pearl. Silt.
Oh, sorry.
No, roll them dice.
You hear meow? Question mark coming from the open window that you crawled out of.
And I will roll my eyes.
Okay. That's all you're doing.
Yep. Continuing just conversations with my friend.
Earl's just still looking around for one more time and just say, he's probably climbing somewhere. And lays in bed.
Oh, okay. The rest of you, anything?
No, I'm still gonna go back to just checking on my arrows, making sure everything's spick and span, sharpening daggers.
Okay. Well, it will come around just about supper time where you're all, or whoever wants to, is going to head down for supper. Not long before that, Odess, during that time frame while they were talking and such, you wouldn't have heard anything out of the usual. A lot of life sucks, job sucks, guilds don't pay enough, be really nice to afford a ship and work independently. You know, a lot of people saying that if they got the chance, they would jump off the crew that they're on and go to work for a better paying captain. But you kind of sit there and enjoy your people watching time. And before too long, a female comes in. We're going to use this token here. She kind of comes in. Older gnome. You recognize her as the apothecary owner. And she kind of waddles her way through the tavern, looking at everybody and standing on her tiptoes to try to see through the crowd and whatnot. And eventually spots you and comes over. And, oh, good, dearie. Somebody showed. It's been so long since I've had dinner. How are you? As she sits down at the table across from you.
Oh, my friend, it is very good to see you. Please, please, come sit, come sit. Would you like something to drink?
I don't think you have any clue about the dinner date, just FYI.
No, I was the one that set it up.
Were you?
Yeah, because I was the one that turned in all
Yeah.
the stuff because I had it all in my...
That's
bag of
right,
holding.
Yep. You're right. Sorry, 2 campaigns, streams get crossed.
No worries.
This is one of those things where I didn't think I was going to be role-playing it, so I didn't make too much note of it. She goes, I'd love a good firewater.
I'm going to raise my hand. Well, I don't know. Do they have anybody walking around, or? Is it just
Yeah.
bar at the bar?
Since it's getting closer to dinner time, there a couple of waitress kind of make rounds and refill drinks. Definitely not enough for the crowd that you know is going to be in here shortly.
Mm-hmm.
But there are some starting to make their rounds.
I'm gonna raise my hand and get one of their attentions, and then point to her, and give the one finger one drink here, kind of thing.
Okay. That waitress runs off and comes back, puts the drink down. That'll be 2 silver, please.
I will give her 3.
Okay.
2 for the drink and 1 for a tip.
Thank you. About 5 minutes after she walks in, you see a halfling, a familiar halfling, walk in, go up to the bar, they converse for a moment, and then walk to the stage and start setting up equipment, and you recognize this individual as Alston.
I am going to... He's setting up at the stage?
Yeah, he's getting his, I forget the medieval term for a guitar. Lute? Lure?
The lute, whatever,
lyre.
yeah.
A leer.
Lyre, there you go. See, I knew it was something like that.
No, you're good.
I am going to look... It's Agatha, right? Agatha's the apothecary? I
Yes.
think?
Lena.
Lena.
Agatha's the bar owner.
That's right. Let me write that down so I know that. But in the meantime, I am going to look at Lena real quick and be like, I'm so sorry. Give me just 2 seconds. I'm going to be right back. I just need to pass something along to someone real quick.
Not a problem, dearie. I'll be right here. And she, like, throws back the entire mug of fire water, which is the medieval equivalent to whiskey, and holds it up above her head and goes, "Another!"
I'm just gonna it's gonna be one of those. It's like you're out on a date with somebody and they do that, and you're just like, "What the fuck?" And then I'm going to leave 3 silver on the table for her next drink.
Yeah, you see the waitress pop over as you're stepping away.
Well, I'm gonna hand that to her and say, "Here's for her next drink. Whatever drink she wants, just let me know. I'll take care of it."
Okay.
And then I'm going to go over to Alston and just kind of see if he notices me walking over at first.
He doesn't. He has his back turned to you as you're walking up.
Real quick, I don't know that we ever clarified it. Do him and I, are we friends, or is this just a dude that I know?
I lost my notes.
I don't. I mean,
Like,
we
I
can
can't-
pick either one. It don't
I
matter.
can't even find my notes that tell me what your Noah guy was for.
I will send you a message real quick.
Please do. I thought I wrote it in here somewhere. I guess not. I've seriously, I've been like scouring my notes for.
No, it's all good. He was kind of one of those oddball ones. I just sent it to you.
Yeah, but I did it for everybody. I was pretty. Okay. There we go. I put it in your notes on your sheet.
I'm guessing we've at least known each other for a while.
You
At the minimum.
would be past the point of acquaintances, but not necessarily friends. Like, you don't hang out, but you guys enjoyed the few times you have sat and conversed.
Money, perfect. So I'm gonna walk up, and I think you said he did notice me, so I'm just gonna say out loud, still playing that shitty music at a shitty dive? Huh?
He kind of jumps up, spooked a little bit, and turns around. You can see his eyes kind of go wide a little bit as he recognizes you. He goes, "Oh, my friend, of course. Having all the knowledge in the world won't pay the bills. You know how it is. I still need to get out there and do the little ditty for the masses, as it were."
Is that true for all of us? I'm gonna reach my hand out to shake his head.
He joyfully shakes yours back.
How have you been, my old friend?
Oh, just another day here on the docks. Doing all right, though. I'm not as tight for coin as I once was, at least.
Well, that's good to hear, because it sounds like, based on what I'm hearing, a lot of people are tight for coin. So it's good to hear you're not struggling. That's good.
Yes, quite. What brings
So-
you around here? I haven't seen you in forever.
Well, I got in with a group, and yeah. Long story short, landed here.
Well, the more the merrier, and there's always safety in numbers.
I guess you could say that. He's gonna say that kind of like, yeah, he doesn't know if that's true or not. That makes sense.
Well, whatever your feelings about it, as long as you're doing well and you're happy, that's what matters. But listen, I'd love to catch up sometime and whatnot. I do have to perform here through the dinner time. If you'll be here when the tavern closes, perhaps I can convince the bartender to allow us to hang around for a little bit.
Absolutely, absolutely. I want to catch up with you for sure afterwards. So yeah, if you're free and we can do it, let's do it.
I have nothing to go on this evening. I'd love to stay and chat. I'll see you at the end of the evening.
Sounds good. And I will wave at him and return to my table with Lena.
Okay, so you were only gone for like maybe 3 minutes. When you get back to the table, there are 4 flagons empty, and she's working on a 5th.
So let's see here. I paid for 2. I think I owe for 3. I'm gonna.
As you reach for your coin purse, she goes, "No, no, no. You bought me 2 drinks. That is the custom. I will cover my drinks for the rest of the evening. You do still owe me dinner, though." And she kind of like reaches across the table and pokes you square in the chest.
Whatever you say, my friend. You cheeky fellow.
So is it just us? Did you make it sound like a group dinner experience to get on a date with me? And she starts like curling the hair right behind her ear.
Oh shit, I love it.
Keep in mind, this is like a 180-year-old gnome.
Hey,
Girls just want
fuck
to
it.
have fun.
I'm just saying, everybody wants the gum ride.
My good lord.
Mm-hmm. Gummies are where it's
Ah.
at.
So he's gonna look at Lena and be like, I don't know where the others are at, but we can just enjoy our time until they get here. And he's gonna give her that like sly little smile.
Enjoying time with me is never a question, dear.
Whoa.
Lena's something else.
I can't even keep a straight fucking face.
It's just like the old
Yeah.
days, ain't it?
Yeah, no shit. He's gonna just look at Lena and say, you know, I knew you experienced lasses were always full of fun.
Experienced. That's a really suave way of saying I've had my turn on the rodeo.
He's just gonna be like, you said it, not me.
She kind of leans both elbows on the table, and you can notice she's trying to pull a younger girl's trick where she pushes her cleavage together and tries to get it to pop out her shirt, but there's too much gravity in effect, and there's just nothing there. But you can tell that's what she's trying to do. Real quick, is anybody not going downstairs to meet her for dinner?
And miss this? Are you kidding me?
No, Kit's not gonna.
Well, while they're
going
coming down, I'm
downstairs.
gonna go refill my drink real quick.
Okay, so Kit's staying up. Who else?
Teddy is going to go down.
Okay.
I was actually
down.
just
Talon's
sitting
definitely
at the
going down.
table. I was just waiting for everybody to gather at the table because I thought that's what we were doing. But
I thought so too, but Brad decided to stay downstairs, so. All right.
Yeah, plans changed.
What about Silt and Pearl?
I'm going down.
I don't know about any of that. So I'm going to disguise myself as Trevor. We'll pretend this is Trevor. And climb down the building and make my way to the academy to go talk to Pasti.
Your boy.
My boy. Yep.
Okay. So go ahead and mark another 2 silver off now, Silt, and we will come back to you in a minute. Kit, alone in the apartment. Are you doing anything?
I'm gonna go sit in this weird little closet thing in the corner, move boxes around her so nobody can see her, and she's just gonna start sobbing the loudest you've ever heard anybody sob.
Okay. Well, nobody's there to hear you sob, so we'll just let you sob. Are you just gonna do that for a while, or is there something else you wanted to do eventually?
That's all I'm gonna really do.
She falls
Okay.
asleep.
Hey,
You
nothing
think
wrong
you
with
think
that.
she sleeps? She don't sleep.
No, I get that. I get that.
All right. Well, we will jump down to the tavern. Taddy, Gallon, and Pearl, you enter. You can see Odess seated in the corner with Lena there with him.
I will take a seat at the table if there is one.
I'm gonna order a drink and some food, and then I'm also gonna head to the table and walking up to them, I'm like, "Hey, Otis, hey, Lena."
Otis is gonna kind of tap Lena's hand and be like, "Well, now it's a party, ain't it?"
Give me 1 second, guys.
Unacceptable.
Well, when I hear a crazy storm going on out in the living room and walk out there and Pam's standing there with her hands up like she's at gunpoint and the dogs are running circles around the coffee table. I just needed a moment. But
That
there.
was- That's good.
How's that position and look for everybody?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Well, all of you sit down, and a waitress comes over, and she goes, "What can I get for you, dearies?"
I'll take an ale.
1 ale.
Miss Lena, do you want your dinner now, or is that a rain check for later?
Well, if I thought we were all having dinner. I mean, it is dinner time.
Well, fair enough. And I will say that I will cover Lena's food for her.
All right. Well, you guys know how much stuff costs, so whatever you order, drinks, food, just go ahead and mark the coin off. Taddy, Gallon, and Pearl, you would see as you walked up to the table, well, by now it's 5 empty flagons, and she's working on her 6th, and she is provocatively leaning towards Odess.
I'm stare at her and say, "Nice cleavage."
Oh, darling, you don't have to be nice. I am well aware that cleavage is long gone.
Hell
Descended
yeah,
to the
Lena.
depths, so it should be.
All I hear is "hell yeah" in the background.
As she says that, I'm gonna look at her and say, "If it's so far along, then why are you trying to show it?" And I'm gonna drink my mead.
Damn.
Gal's just gonna kind of like eyes wide, kind of look between Lena and Odess, and then just kind of like eat her food.
And I'm winking as I drink my mead, like, while I'm staring at her, like.
So she kind of sits up and sets her drink down and puts her hands in her lap and says, "This is so nice. It's been so long since I've been invited out to dinner, especially with such a lovely group." I'll
Glad
tell
you feel that way.
Well, I must say, the work you all did for me is really going to keep my business afloat. Oh, speaking of which, I have these for you. And she puts a satchel out in the middle of the table.
Ooh, now weren't you just full of surprises, huh?
Gosh, Miss Lena, you sure work quick.
Well, I didn't complete the work, but I was able to get some of it done. Whoever takes the bag, there are 3 healing potions in it. You guys can figure that out.
Do you guys want me to just put it in the bag and we can divvy them up later, or you guys want to divvy them up now?
Anybody not have one?
That's a good point.
Good.
My vote is given. My vote that doesn't count above table is given to Gallon because she's trustworthy.
Yeah, I'll take them.
And she keeps cutting herself so Pam doesn't freak the fuck out.
Fair.
Yeah, that's
Which
true.
helps
She
all of
deserves
us.
it. Yeah.
Hey, above table, this writ of passage, are we supposed to put that in our inventory now?
Yes.
Okay. My bad.
Is that in the
Yeah.
party sheet?
So I'll take the
Yeah,
3
this-
potions of healing.
Yeah, if you didn't already grab it, the writs of passage from the job for the Lord Marshal are in the party sheet.
I think I did, but
I
so
got
much
one in my
shit.
inventory.
Yeah,
I think you already gave me mine.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did.
oh, yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I love making potions so much. The process. You know, I wish I was a spry young lady still and I could get out there and collect the ingredients myself, but old age really wears a person down as she throws back the rest of the flagon of fire water she's got like it's water and holds it up. Another!
Bro, I love Lena. She's great.
I know, I love her so much. I would die for her.
I'm gonna look at Lean and say, "Do you need any more crickets?"
No, I'm quite good. I started a breeding colony off the ones you gave me previously.
Okay.
But do tell,
Well, just wondering.
have any of you ever experimented with alchemy or the likes before? Little potion making?
Depends on what you mean by
infusional work.
experiment.
You know, mixing the different concoctions together based on their individual traits to try to achieve a finalized result, maximizing the potential of the individual components.
Well, I'm not opposed to maximizing potential, and he's gonna kind of give the eyebrow raise.
Oh, really? You know, I know a wonderful little spell that helps a certain gender maximize their potentialities.
Alan's gonna sit there just like trying not to laugh, and like her face is gonna be blushing.
He's
As
just
they
gonna
say
look-
this, I'm gonna get close to Galen and say, "Do you see what's happening here?" I'm whispering. "Do you see what's happening here?
I'm just gonna nod at
Oh,
Pearl.
this is gonna get lit."
Otis is just gonna look at Lena and be like, "Stop it! Not in front of the others. You have to wait till dessert."
You started it, and by the way, I'm looking at things. You are the dessert, so...
Stop it! I have been told I'm scrumdiddlyumptious once or twice.
I believe that's a matter of opinion. I might have to get a taste and develop my own opinion.
And logical to boot. I love it.
She takes a pinky out sip of the fire water that was brought to her.
Kinda fancy.
So what is it you all do? I know you took a job for me, but like, do you have an actual like career profession, or you just take the odd job here and there and figure it out day by day?
Well, that is hard to say.
I miss the right meetings to be in.
I was just gonna say. That would be a question for the one that is not here, I'm afraid.
Oh. I do notice you're a couple members shy of a full deck of cards, so to speak. That's quite alright, though. I know people are busy. 4 out of 6 isn't bad. Shooting 66%.
What can I say? I like to live dangerously.
Jesus fuck, Brad.
I'm just gonna stare at Otis as he say that and drink my mead.
Look, we all got our sugar mamas, okay?
Yeah, I'm not
Uh,
complaining. This is fun.
So about this time is when Silt is gonna get over. I need to take a breather for a second. Silt, you will make your way over to the academy. What you up to? What you doing?
I want to get inside.
You approach the front door, and the guards stop you. Halt! State your business.
Oh, bug table, fuck them guards.
Well, these are academy guards. These aren't watchers.
Not watchers, yeah.
Fuck
I
all the
don't care.
guards.
Yeah, fuck all the guards.
It's,
That's right.
This is campus
Agree.
security.
Still over
Oh,
here
even
trying
better.
to.
True.
The
Easily
fucking rent a
fuckable.
cop.
Yes. Hi fellas. I am I'm here to. Sakasi invited me for our weekly card game. I'm here to.
He must have forgotten he went home maybe
Damn
20
it.
minutes ago.
Ugh, my God, I'm so slow. I'm distracted. Shit.
It happens, but you know, if you know where he lives, you can find him at his residence.
I'm gonna dig in my pocket for 2 gold and accidentally drop it on the ground and be like, I've already been drinking a little bit and I can't remember exactly how to get there from here.
Make a persuasion check.
I will do that.
Fuck you.
Well done, well done.
Thank you.
God damn.
Look,
The
I
guards kind of look at each other, and one of them bends over to look like he's tightening a strap and swoops up the coin and kind of does like the underhand pass of one of the coins to the other guard and goes, well, it's too bad. He already left and went 3 blocks east and 2 blocks north to the Red House to be home for the evening. But as I said, if you know where he lives, you can find him there. But we won't be telling you where that is.
No, I wouldn't expect you to. You guys are wink exaggerately way too good at your jobs to do that. Can I offer you, since I'm already slightly sloshed, a drink for your conversation?
No drinking on duty, sir. I'll have to ask you to move along.
I'll clap him on the arm and say, farewell. And head 3 blocks east and 2 blocks north to the Red House.
Okay. You get up there, and there's like 5 houses that are red.
Oh, God damn it. On that block.
Yeah.
Okay. I will stop at the first one.
Okay.
And knock on the door.
No answer.
I will go to the next one and knock on the door.
You wait a moment, and Sakasi answers the door. Yes, sir. Can I help you?
Is there anybody in the streets around?
Make a perception check. Not that you can tell, no.
I will say, it's me, Silt.
Ah! Gladry. Great to see you again, old friend. Please do come in. I've just put on a pot of tea. And he kind of like steps to the side and ushers for you to come inside.
I will go inside.
Like as soon as you cross the threshold, you hear the door shut behind you. He goes, what are you doing here? This isn't how we're supposed to meet.
Is there anybody else in there?
Not that you can tell.
Okay, so I'll drop the disguise, which in the combat track by red. But you said I don't see, so I'll drop the disguise later after I don't
There
have
you
to
go.
think and talk. Thank you.
I got you.
I'll say, look, I know. This is just really, 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 really important right now.
Look, you calling on me at home raises suspicion. You calling on me at work, it makes it look like you're just another person there to collect the information you've paid me to collect for you. This is extremely risky.
No, yes, I am your poker buddy right now, and we have our weekly card game, so that is what they know at work.
Okay, well, anybody who might have heard me now knows that disguise as Gladry, so
Very good.
best make note of that. What do you need?
Well, I originally would ask you just for information. You know, I've been out of the game for as long as the last time I've seen you.
He is, like, as you're talking, going around to a desk and scribbling some stuff down on a piece of parchment.
Okay. I would love to know where the hope is, but there is something more important right now that I really need to know. I need to know who killed the last Throneman.
The last Throneman. To the best of my knowledge, it was the new Throneman. That's kind of how things go. I mean, I haven't heard anything officially about it, but as time has shown, typically, whoever takes over the throne after the predecessor dies was in some way, shape, or form responsible. There's no evidence to support that, of course, but
So you don't know of any reasons why specifically?
the throneman position has always been a power grab. Somebody who wants the power to control the horde. Whoever is in the throne position controls all of the horde and everything that goes on. You know that none of us interfere with anything that has to do with the horde in exchange for them acting as a type of mercenary force for us.
Do you know anything about the new Throneman?
I heard he's a tiefling of sorts. Not somebody you want to get into a fist fight with. Deadly fast, deadly accurate, and smart. Extremely smart. I understand he was a 10-year study at the academy prior to leaving and finding his own way. There's even rumors of him having studied at the camp for a little while. And that's where he learned his prowess.
You don't know of any political ties?
Not to the best of my knowledge, full reports haven't come in on him yet.
Will you let me know?
Of course, if I hear anything, where can I call upon you?
We are at the Rusty Anchor. You can leave messages with Bart, the bartender, or Agatha. We have an apartment there.
I will.
Have you? This is me asking, man. Have you heard anything about the Hope? Anything at all?
I know that somebody's looking for it. Somebody up on the mountain. You know up on the mountain refers to the higher government orders of Haven. Somebody wants the Hope found. I don't know who, I don't know why, I don't know why they're now all of a sudden hiring sailors to go looking for it. But I know there's a ship, they have a job posted currently looking for crew members who's set to go out here any day in a couple of days when the eclipse ends to begin a search for it.
I did see that. Okay. All right. I just, yeah, you know. Okay. I will not. I'll try not to come to your home again. This was just very important for somebody close to me.
I understand. Here, this is for you. And he rolls up the parchment that he just wrote and puts a wax seal on it. He goes, I believe this is who you were inquiring about earlier. This is all the information I could gather on them. I just put a report in your inventory that you can read on your own time and do what you wish with.
Okay. Perfect. Thanks.
I think it ended up in there.
I will.
Yep, it's second from the top.
Okay. Okay, I'll put my disguise back on, and as we are, I don't know. I'm not sure where I am on the map, but
You're up by the academy.
on the Haven map or Academy map.
The Haven map.
As I leave as Trevor / Gladry, I will clap him on the shoulder and make a big deal out of saying how much fun it was to have card games with him.
Of course, Gladry. Sorry you couldn't stay longer, but it was lovely catching up. Please, anytime. Not really. Don't come back out.
Give him the slightest of nods.
I think I put the wrong token on you.
That's fine. It doesn't
Boop.
matter.
There we go.
Yep. There it is.
And he will shut the door behind you. And where are you off to now?
I'm gonna cross back for 2 silver.
Okay. Making your way back to the anchor?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we will jump back to the anchor. All that was going on during the previous conversation there. All of you still at the anchor, go ahead and continue. If anybody has anything to say or ask or do.
Last I
just
checked, you were the one that
very
needed a break.
Very busy looking at these two.
Okay. You can tell she doesn't get out much. You can tell she's very, very enthusiastic about apothecary work and brewing and making different concoctions and experimenting to try and come up with new ones. And there's just a plethora of dirty innuendos throughout the course of the conversation. But anytime there's like a brief dull in the conversation or any mention of a drink or anything, she switches it right back to work. And, oh, did you know that you could take clamshells and grind them up and sprinkle a little seaweed, dried seaweed over them, and if you mix that with seawater and the urine of a minotaur, it makes a wonderful, wonderful potion that'll help take the edge off of a hangover.
Yeah,
Really
where's
useful.
Kit?
It doesn't sober you up, unfortunately, but, you know, it keeps the sharpness out of your brain.
You said that was
I'm gonna look at her and say, I need to have 10 of those handy.
Well, my dear, if you get out as much as I think you do, then, you should be able to collect the ingredients, and if I recall, you had a minotaur with you.
what did you say it was again? Clamshells?
How do you want me to
seaweed?
steal his speed, though?
Yeah, you grind up the clamshells in a mortar and pestle, and then you sprinkle dried seaweed over it, and you mix it with equal parts seawater and minotaur urine. Just make sure the minotaur was good and hydrated prior to the urination. You need the base of the urine, not the potency of it.
Yeah, I'll just tell them, hey, if you don't mind, go ahead and just pee right here in this little container that I have.
Kit's not with you.
I'm just gonna look at Pearl and be like, I didn't know you were into that.
I mean, I'm just saying, it seems like a very good potion to have handy. I don't know how we're gonna get his piss, but or their piss, but The other ingredients seem logical, easy to find. The
I'm
piss is
tracking.
the only one that
I mean, we could just be more responsible with our drinking. Above table, because I'm not there. But I would say that. if I
I
were there.
I didn't hear that because you weren't there.
But with time lapse and the approximation, as you're quickly scribbling down the ingredients there, Odess, Silt, you walk into the bar. The rest of you would see Trevor walk into the bar.
I will go to the bar and order soup. Because I am hungry.
Say Trevor walks in, and my first thought in my mind is, why are you not on the ship? And then I remembered, wrong campaign.
I think I did that same thing a couple of weeks ago. Bart looks at you and goes, all right, we've got a nice vegetable stew and a nice fish stew. Which would you prefer?
Vegetable sounds great.
That's what everybody says. And he turns and gets your order in. Comes back about a minute later with it, hands it to you. Anything to drink tonight?
No, thank you.
Alrighty. I'll be here if you need anything else.
Thank you, bartender.
That should be Bart's last name. Ender.
Bart.
Bart. Ender.
Ender. Bart Ender.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's canon now.
Brilliant. Oh shit.
I'm even writing it on the map.
You'll never forget that name now.
Completely coincidental that I named him Bart, too.
I love
I think it was subconscious. You knew it was always going to end this way.
I really didn't. That's clever, though. That's clever. That's so clever, Becca. I will give you an inspiration point for it.
Yes.
It was that clever.
That's worth.
Huzzah!
That's worth it. All right. Anything else you guys want to do, talk about, discuss?
How drunk is Lena?
Make an insight check.
As far as I remember, we're just here for dinner with her because that's what we planned on doing, right?
Yeah, and then we ended up having fun, me and Brad role-playing sexy talk, so. As far as you can tell, Odess, she looks like she's had above table, real world, she looks like she's had maybe 2 or 3 beers.
I love it.
Wow.
Lena.
That's like nothing. God damn.
Savage. I love her.
Otis is gonna look at her and be like, "You got really high tolerance, don't you?"
So funny story about that. I keep forgetting which voice I do for who, so excuse the back and forth voice changes. Just so funny story about that. I was actually, oh, what the fuck? As you walk up behind her, Trevor, just fuck. Sorry, you snuck up on me a little bit there, dearie.
Yes, well.
It's alright, all's forgiven. It gives me an excuse to scoot a little bit closer over here.
Oh, please do.
What was I saying?
You were talking about your
you
tolerance.
had a funny story about your
Oh,
tolerance.
yes, the tolerance funny story. So, there's been a lot of conversation tonight about me experimenting with potions and trying to discover new ones. Well, I was trying to make like an instant sober cure. You know, kind of, I'm not sure how familiar you are with Arcana or the magics, but kind of like a restoration spell, you know, to rejuvenate you, to remove the toxins that you've ingested. You know, how often have you gotten sloshed and then gotten in a bar fight and just gotten your world rocked because you couldn't throw a punch straight? So keep one of these on you, get shit-faced, swallow it real quick, boom, you're sober, kick ass at the bar fight, take all their money, get drunk all over again. Problem solved. Well, as it turns out, pixie dust and crabapple cores are kind of explosive when you mix them together. But I kind of got the result I wanted, and I'm permanently just really hard to get drunk.
Pixie dust and what else? I'm sorry.
Crabapple cores. Now, it's not like boom boom like fire powder, but it kind of explodes in your face in a powdery cloud of dust, and then you're stuck with whatever happens. I was fortunate enough. It wasn't anything super horror. I mean, it's bad that I can't get drunk anymore, but I can still feel the effects a little bit.
Lena, you're great. I think you just became our best friend.
I
You're really
think
fun to hang.
You're all great too. And as she says that, Odess, you feel a hand on like your upper middle thigh from her.
He's just gonna give that little chuckle. Give her a smile.
You're all quite one. You are the first ones to have dinner with me in 32 years, 6 weeks, 4 days, and 3 hours.
That is highly accurate.
Specific, I know. But
Specific
I'm really,
thing.
weighing things and measuring things all day. I'm just really good with numbers and.
So tell me, if you weigh and measure things, is the size important or the weight more important?
I mean, it depends on what we're talking about. If we're talking about the ratio of pixie dust to crab apples, then the weight is definitely more important than the size. You can ask my liver as she downs another fire water. Another!
Lena's just like me.
But if we're talking about, the shark in the water when you go to bathe, then the size is definitely more important than the weight.
That is the most interesting euphemism I've ever heard.
Alan's gonna just pipe up and say it's not the size of the wave, it's the motion of the ocean.
Too true. Huzzah!
I like that.
feel
Really good gallon and just
uncomfortable,
And
so
I like
I'm going to leave.
And the one thing nobody ever really thinks about is where you put your ship into port, either.
that's very important. You need
If there's 3 docks, one might be better than the other.
or you can try all of them.
It's expensive to dock at multiple ports on the same day, but I might not be opposed to it if one port's better than the other.
And I'm gonna look at Otis and say, look at that. She doesn't mind just one port. She likes all 3. Or she's willing to experiment all 3.
He's just like, if you can see my face on camera.
Oh, I can see your face on camera.
And I'm gonna look at Gally and say, you hear this shit?
I can't
And
even.
smile.
I'm dying over here.
Hey, sometimes
I'm
you
gonna
gotta
look
go
at
with the
Taddy
flow of
and
the ocean.
say, Taddy's across. I'm gonna look at him and say, are you okay, mate? You're kind of quiet.
Might.
Do what? What's that? Sorry.
I'm just gonna look at you and just say, are you okay, mate? You're kind of quiet.
No, I'm fine. I'm sitting here quietly letting y'all do what you do.
Okay, just making sure.
He doesn't want to join in the festivities.
I'm gonna look at Galen and whisper like in her ear, like maybe he's jealous.
And then just kind of nod and just be like, maybe.
Do I hear them say that at all?
Make a perception check, and whoever was whispering, make a stealth check. Pearl, if you're rolling stealth, make sure you click advantage first.
Okay.
Should I roll for stealth as well?
Yes. You hear what Pearl said, but not what Gallon said.
Oh, this is just gonna look
Oh,
at
no,
Pearl and
wait.
be like,
Wait, you have to roll perception at disadvantage.
You're
you're
talking
trying
about
to
Otis, right?
Odes, yeah.
Yeah.
oh, true.
Because you're deaf in one ear.
Still haven't fixed your ear yet, bro.
Except for Lena's on the left, and I've been talking to Lena, which would mean that my right ear would be towards them.
I thought we did fix his ear.
Yeah,
So
No,
we fixed
we
his
just-
ear, but not
But
the
I will
actual
roll it
hearing.
at disadvantage.
you reattached his ear, but you have
Okay,
not
okay.
yet fixed it.
Okay, okay,
It's
my bad.
still going to be disadvantaged because you still only have one ear, and you're now in a supper rush filled tavern.
Even better.
Even better. Both those rolls were better, so okay.
Oh.
Dropped 18. Okay, we're gonna keep the original score. So you heard Gallon, you did not, or you heard Pearl, you did not hear Gallon.
I'm just gonna look at Pearl and be like, kind of like lean across the table, kind of lean over. There's no need to be jealous. So just kind of sit back.
I'm gonna cut off and just.
So we will kind of move the conversational piece along. The night continues for another hour or so. You eat, you drink, you be merry, you converse. Was there any specific questions, comments, or concerns you had for Lena before she excuses herself for the evening?
I went back up to the apartment.
Okay.
I think at some given point in time, I was going to do the same. Just head back up to the apartment because I came down, I had dinner.
Okay. So you did the sit for an hour to be polite and then excused yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's probably, what, 8 o'clock now?
By the time she leaves, it'll be pushing 11.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, I'm probably after that. After she leaves, I'm just gonna head upstairs and go to
Okay.
bed.
Before she leaves, did anybody have anything else they wanted to mention or bring up in her presence?
I have something for her when she leaves.
Okay. Anything before that?
No, I don't have anything before that.
Okay. So Taddy has excused himself. You all saw Trevor leave the tavern. So the three of you are sitting there, and Lena will stand up and go, well, as much as I'd love to stay and continue this, my old bones do need their rest, or I won't be able to work tomorrow. Do remember, be dears, come by Wednesday, I'll have the rest of your potions for you. And of course some more for sale, should you desire more.
I'm gonna say okay. Thank you, Lena. Thank you for joining us today. It was a pleasure to spend this evening with you.
It was such a good time. We shall do this again.
Oh, yes,
Absolutely.
we shall.
I love that.
And she stands up from the table.
Never mind on my thing. It's not going to flow very well, so never mind.
Do it. Do it. Do
Last
it.
thing before she leaves, she goes, and you, she kind of like puts a hand on your cheek, Odes. She goes, and you, thank you for looking beyond the old lady in front of you. And she like grasps the other hand on the side of your head, pulls you in, and gives you a big like Gallon and Pearl. You can see her tongue on his cheek kiss. And then like pulls your face away from hers and goes, maybe next time, and boops you on the nose and turns and walks away.
I'm just going to yell after her. Till next time.
And she leaves.
Oh, now everybody wants to roll fucking perception when she licks my face, huh?
Nope. I'm looking for Kit. Nothing to do with you.
I was like, she left a long time ago.
We are gonna jump upstairs real quick. Taddy and Sil, I'm gonna say you guys left at the same time. But you get in and notice Kit's not sitting at the table. Silk, you hear faint whimpering noises coming from the storage room.
I'm gonna go into the storage room and shut the door behind me.
Okay. You will notice that the crates have been moved. And you can just barely make out the top of Kit's head behind them. Just a
I'm
little
going-
bit too big to hide completely behind them.
I'm going to go to Kit and comfort her a little bit and have conversation with her. Which I could do in private to speed things along, since nobody can hear us unless Taddy makes checks.
No, Daddy don't care.
I didn't think so.
No. No. No.
Is it anything I need to be aware of, or am I already aware of it?
Going to share information. I can share the conversation with you.
Is it the same information I just gave you?
It is. Plus, I'm going to be asking her about some other things that she shared on our
Okay.
date
Yeah.
earlier.
Go ahead and have your conversation then.
Okay.
Just to make sure I don't miss anything, because
Right. No, I wouldn't want you to miss anything because it could be important for strategy.
Might be worth $4.99 a minute too, by the way. So I mean,
I don't know what that means, but
The sex hotline thing.
oh, okay.
Brad
Gotcha.
says, thank you, Kit!
real quick before you start that conversation, Taddy, what are you up to?
you know, Taddy finally being alone is going to remove his ring.
Okay.
So you can take the disguise off, period.
You can actually do that yourself.
It won't let me.
That's retarded. You should be able to do. Oh, probably because I put it on you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna pop the window open
Okay.
and I'm gonna go up on just sit on the roof. Like that's
Y'all
why
got
I
an obsession
chose.
with the roof.
Someday we're gonna
Well-
just be like, oh shit,
Up
this is
there
your
together.
spot.
Together, but
This is my
separate.
spot.
Well, you're on the other side of the building. I'm on
Right.
this side.
I am
like
good
I
at ignoring you. If you ignore me, it'll be fine.
yeah, because like that's why I picked the spot because right next to the window, and if I want to get away from everybody, I can just pop a window and go.
Mm-hmm.
See, like
Taddy, make a
Silton
perception check.
Caddy. Yeah. So, I mean, if I got to, I ain't trying to perceive nothing but the sky. But 14.
You would notice that something recently has opened and crawled in this window, and you piece together that's probably how Vax was able to place Gistra's notes on your chest while you slept last night.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's handy
But that's all.
information.
But go ahead.
As long
Katie.
as you weren't trying to get me to perceive that conversation, because like, whatever.
No, because you're not actively listening for it, and a 12 passive isn't good enough for where you're at.
Yeah.
So.
Appreciate that, because I
But-
didn't want that on my list.
Go ahead, Katie and Max.
I am letting it know about the information I got about the tiefling that murdered her uncle.
Well,
And
You're having a conversation with Kit, so
oh well.
converse.
Yes. Also, I was in Messenger, so it's but I found out some information about I don't know how much you know about how things work around here. I presume you know some. But when a new throneman wants the position, they take it by any means necessary, and a tiefling, a very powerful guild tiefling, has murdered your uncle because he wanted that position to control the horde.
Kit, you would know that formally, if you wanted the throne, you would either wait for the previous throneman to die and then enter the tournament to become the new throneman, or challenge the current throneman to a one-on-one fight to the death, and the winner gets the throne at the end of that.
In my mind, that seems more like something Kit's uncle would do.
But it's not unheard of
Yeah.
for there to be some subterfuge, killing, seizing going on. It's like there's the right way and the wrong way, and this was the wrong way, but you're familiar
Done.
with the right way.
Done very correctly. The wrong way done very well.
Yeah, that's one way to look at it.
Okay. Cool.
So he sounds pretty bad in a I wish he were part of our group kind of way. But he's not, so he's just bad. And I feel like cutting him down at the knees, but we'll get to that. Also, your brother at the academy. I know that you've probably been thinking about him and wondering about him, and he's doing pretty well overall, but he's failing economics, which is understandable, and if he does, he's gonna flunk out of the academy.
What a moron.
Do you have do y'all have contingency plans for him?
No, I'm his only caretaker now that Uncle died.
Yeah.
I didn't really think that far ahead. He still had a little bit of time to go in the academy, so I'm gonna have to go roundhouse his ass, aren't I?
I might know somebody that can maybe, if he gets booted out of the academy, maybe can put him up for a little while until we can think of something.
I mean, if he gets booted out of the academy, I was just gonna take him along with us for the adventures.
I just don't know if I'm. How old is he?
I want to say like around 16, 17.
I know that I seem kind of heartless sometimes, but I really don't think I'm comfortable asking you to bring along your relatively tender little brother on our adventures that might put him in harm's way. You just lost somebody close to you, and I want you to be able to keep the rest of your family safe.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you're kind of right.
Can you tell me any more about your farm?
Above table, not really.
So that, and I didn't want to interrupt last week, but that wasn't a backstory for this character. That's Friday's game.
She's got nothing.
I got really nothing on Kit's backstory.
Okay. Well, that makes things less complicated, I suppose. Then. Never mind. We'll take care of Alfie. We'll get him somewhere safe.
Thank you.
Yeah. I haven't told anybody else this yet, but you know a little bit more about where I come from and than everybody else does. My family's in trouble right now, and I'm not asking any of you to come with me, but that is something that very soon I'm going to, whether any of you come or not, I'm going to go take care of.
Well, you know I'd follow you into the depths of hell if it meant keeping you safe. So obviously I'm gonna go,
Okay.
regardless if you want me to or not.
I am in a spot where all I can say is I really appreciate it, and I honestly would not deny the help out of any self-sacrificial bullshit because I think I'll need it.
Look at you and your character growth. So proud.
Yeah, don't tell anybody though, because look, it's, it's secret.
I understand you got an image to keep up.
Yes, thank you.
Katie, I don't have the exact number in front of me, but I'm pretty sure you guys have less than a week before the eclipse ends.
Yeah,
Just for time frame on that.
thank you. Okay,
I think it's like 3 or 4 days if I remember correctly.
Okay. Okay, so then to end, like at the sort of end of the conversation, I'll be like, look, do you need anything right now? Like, do you want privacy? Do you want me to get you some blankets so you can sleep in here alone?
I don't think sleeping is a good option for me right now. If I would like to rest, I'll go walk into the room.
Okay. Just let me know, pull me aside, give me a secret link, whatever, if you need anything. I get how it is with a group of fucking chaotic weirdos around you. And with that, I will let
Above
it
table.
have.
Above table. I
Yeah?
take offense to that.
No, no, no. I'm not talking about like you're fine. You're weirdo, you're not chaotic, it's fine. I understand, Taddy. I will let Kit have her piece at this point, and see, I've eaten. I will go to bed.
Alright. Anybody got anything they want to talk to before bar close?
Negatory.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Alright. So the end of the night comes around. Gallon, Pearl, Odess, you guys have been sitting there drinking, people watching, etc. And it gets around to the end of the night where good old stupid
Mr. Ender.
Closing time.
Not
I was
quite.
just thinking about that song in my head.
But Alstair wraps up his set for the evening and packs up his lyre and comes over and, dear Odess, is now a good time, looking at Gallon and Pearl.
Oh, give him a second.
Yeah, I see him.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to change my microphones for a second.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that's a good time. Alston, this is Gallon and Pearl.
Lovely
No,
to make your
two of them.
acquaintances.
To Alston?
Hi.
I was gonna say, forgive Pearl. She's a little broody at times.
Oh, it happens more often than not on the good old docks. Oh, so dear friend. Whatever can I do for you?
So, I have heard whispers that an old artifact might be floating around.
Oh, what kind of artifact could that be?
Might be long with 3 points. Maybe belong to a person who starts with a P, if you catch my drift.
You and I both know the rumors about artifacts. They come, they go, they trade hands. They're buried in the depths of hell.
Yeah. I have recently been told that it may or may not be in the possession of some Talos followers. And I was curious if you happen to know anything about that, seeing as you love your history and all.
Make a persuasion
have-
check with advantage.
Sweet!
Hyped up from all that flirting.
The advantage is from him being your guy. And it's not a super hard DC either way. But he kind of leans in and goes, well, as I've told you before, they have the vault at the temple, and items come and go. The church keeps their secrets and their glories hidden. If they were to have such an artifact, and I'm not saying they do, but if they were, it would be in that vault. You know, the one behind the hidden door, just behind the altar, that you pull the lever, the third torch stick on the left of the altar to gain access to.
Door. Sorry, hold on. Altar. You said third torch? Above table, third torch, right?
Third torch, left-hand side. But of course, that's all just religious rumors on where temples hide their things and the grand artifacts of the gods. And he kind of does like the wide-eyed hair thing and takes a sip of his drink.
Yeah,
Not, not like anybody'd ever be foolish enough to go looking for an artifact of the gods.
Well, I mean, yeah, that might be true. That might not be true. Who knows? But I appreciate your insight, my friend. That has been of huge help.
Always a grand time discussing possibilities with you.
He is going to slide him. Oh, I don't know. Above table, what do I usually give him?
Whatever you can. You were poor the last time he met you, so nothing.
Here's an air coin.
So let's go this. He's gonna hand him 20 gold and say, "Thank you for your time, my friend. If you'd like, I could either get you some food or drink, or I'd be happy to walk you out if you need to leave."
Well, food and drink is included in my pay for the evening. I am going to hang around for a little bit and take full part in all that.
Good.
If you
let's
need
go
some,
get-
if you need some space, I'd be happy to step away.
No, let's go get you some food and drink. Come with me to the bar real quick.
Of course.
And we will go to the bar. I will
He'll order his
Ask.
food and drink, and
ask Bart if he has any kind of material that I can write on. But I'm going to do it quietly. Like, I'm assuming it's closing time, so there's nobody there. So I'm gonna ask him kind of just quietly enough if he has anything to write on.
It's coming up on closing time. It's like
So it's that 1
bartender-
a.m. last call.
It's like the bartender shuts the jukebox off 20 minutes before everybody has to be out, so they know they have to be out. It's that kind of thing.
Gotcha.
But he grabs an empty sheet of parchment and a quill for you. Sets it down.
Okay. I'm going to write something down on it, and I'll send that to you.
Okay. Yeah, just DM it to me over Facebook.
And I'm gonna give him another 20 gold.
What's this for, dear friend?
Oh, if you happen to come across anything in your studies or rumors about this, just consider this a little extra. If you don't, consider it for your time.
I will see what I can do. As always.
You are much appreciated, my friend. And I will pat him on the back and make sure his food and drink are paid for, which is 5. Let me
It
mark
was
that off.
Bart actually sets down a bag of coin as he delivers the food and goes, "Here's your payment for the evening. Always a pleasure, Elston."
Thank you, Bart. I guess I don't have to pay for that. Okay.
Nope. It was included in his fee for the evening.
I totally misunderstood that. So I will pat him on his back and say, thank you very much, and may you have the safe travels.
You as well, friend, and be safe. You know, if you follow rumors, you're bound to hit some mysteries as well.
Of course. If you ever need to find me, you can, if I'm not here, you can leave a note with Bart. Let him know you stopped by looking for me, and I'll come find you.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, hopefully my research will be fruitful and I'll be able to get you some information.
Thanks, my friend. And I will go back over here with the girls.
As you're walking back over there, Bart shouts out over the whole bar, "That's it! You know how this works, ruffians! Music's off! Get the fuck out!"
Well,
As I walk past Bart, I'm like, "Good night, Mr. Ender."
ooh. Oh, never mind. Got it.
Took you a second.
Yep, it did.
So as you three leave the bar, where are you going?
You want to sleep?
Go to bed too.
Otis?
Yeah, I guess it's bedtime now.
Okay.
Might as well.
As
Oh.
you walk
I'm
in-
sorry, Dia. I'm actually over by the one by the door. Oh, that's too far. Oops, my bad. My bad.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Odes, as you enter the bedroom, you will see it's vacant, with the exception of a dagger sticking out of a headboard, which is the red bed.
I will look at it and just be like, and just walk over to the orange bed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody else got anything they want to do before nighty
Yeah,
nights?
I'm going to actually take Kit's blankets and stuff and go give them to her and then just go back to bed just in case she wants blankets.
Okay.
Well, I was gonna have Kit come into the room and then lay at the foot of Silt's bed, but whatever, she'll sleep in the closet.
Oh, well, no, you come on in here. You come on
So
in
you
Yeah,
here.
had-
She'll sleep in the
damn.
closet.
You kind of meet each other in the hallway. Silt, as you're walking out of the bedroom with all of Kit's bedding, Kit's standing there about to go into the bedroom. And you kind of have like
I will
moment.
I will take Kit's hand and lead her back into the bedroom.
Very graphic.
I would like it above the table to be noted that the only reason I wanted to move beds was so that if either of them woke up, they were the first thing each other saw in the morning.
Of course. Of course.
Because I am the
person.
fucking captain of this ship. I love it so much.
Great decision on my part. Woo! But anyway, that's it.
Okay. All right. Taddy, I'm assuming eventually you'll go to bed.
Yeah, I'll put my ring pack on, head back downstairs.
You'll
Head
be
to
able to
bed.
drop that effect on yourself,
Yes, that's the game plan.
but then you will all get a long rest.
So our psychic damage from puns go.
I didn't actually give you guys psychic damage.
Really should have.
I know, but I
I
didn't.
accept.
But
Problem
it
with
is.
that is there might be nights where you're gonna end up dead.
You know what? It's fine. Like, I'm playing this campaign fucking expecting to be dead every day, so it's fine.
It's good outlook on life.
That's right.
But morning comes. Pearl, you owe me morning rolls today.
Yeah,
Do I owe you a morning roll?
Por qué?
Look at my belt.
Oh, give me a second. You will. I just need to have it pulled up before. No, actually. Because look at your slots.
So I'm assuming because when I went into the tavern, I said I put it on.
Yes, but you could only have 2 items attuned, and the belt would
Oh,
be a
shit.
third. So
Shit, I thought it was 3.
no, it's 2 right now.
Not yet.
It'll go
Oh,
up
is that
as you
level?
level up.
Oh.
So you have the option. You can unattune one of the other items to attune to the belt while you're sleeping. That's perfectly fine. But you need to make that decision.
No, never mind. I will wait until we can.
You will
When is
not.
it that we can do 3?
I think the next level.
Okay.
Let me double check that.
We'll find out when we get there.
Yeah, level
Yeah,
5.
no kidding.
Level 5. It'll go up. To
C'est
3.
la vie.
So I will wait.
Then. Pearl, make a perception check. Actually,
Oh,
no,
boy.
don't make a perception check. Roll a d6.
Six.
Gallon is the first person you see when you wake up.
Oh, jeez.
Gallon,
Again.
make a perception
Again.
check at disadvantage.
Well, yeah, because I'm probably half asleep.
Mhm.
All right, cool.
Actually, hold on. Let's do this a different way. Okay. Pearl, roll initiative. Gallon, roll initiative at disadvantage.
I like it. I like it. You can beat it. Still. You almost beat it.
All right. Pearl, you wake up, see Gallon, and cannot control yourself. It is your turn. Everyone else roll perception at disadvantage to see if you wake up on this initial scuffle.
I'm gonna jump and get on top of her.
She is. Let me put this on because it's gonna matter.
Did you say this was perception?
I think you guys
Yes.
don't count because you're in the other room.
No, they can still do it.
I'm gonna laugh my ass off. Yep. Never mind.
Her jumping on top of you will definitely wake you up, Gallon. But you
Okay.
are laying in bed, so you're prone right now. Go ahead, Pearl. As you wake up, Gallon, you look up. Just like last time, you see Pearl above you, fangs out, skin paler than usual, eyes glowing red with blood fury. And she... Go ahead, Pearl. What are you doing?
I'm gonna try to bite her on her arm.
Okay.
You're gonna just go for my arm?
Nom
When you are
nom.
like grappling me. Let's be real
Just
here.
like-
You're gonna go for the neck.
No, I'm gonna go for your arm. Like, kind of like
Okay.
below the elbow, like kind of this little area.
Make your bite attack.
She-
Oh God, I'm sorry, my friend. I can't.
She loses control, but as she does it more often, she's getting used to going for, non-vital
It's slowly
organs.
like slowly inching up my arm towards my neck.
Like, I already know how this works, so.
She is prone, so you get that with advantage. Roll it one more time.
Nat 20.
No.
Nope. So you go to like bite down on her shoulder, and she's just kind of like being squirrely, and you're not able to get a bite. Anything else for your turn?
No.
Gallon, you're up. FYI, Taddy woke up, and that's it. So Taddy, you wake up, and from the other room, you can hear like hissing and a jumping thrash, and Gallon go, "God damn it, Pearl, not again!"
Here, hold on. Gave you a 10 on a history check. Does it sound like what happened in the Rusty Anchor room?
Vaguely.
Yeah, I ain't worried about it. I'm going back to sleep.
Oh my God.
Love it.
Gallon, you are up. You
This
are
is
not
a-
You are not grappled, but you are prone on the bed.
Yeah, so if she's straddled over me.
Loosely. Like she's not above you, she's like a half straddle, if that makes
And
sense.
are my arms pinned under her thighs?
No.
Which I know sounds kinky, people, but I've grappled before, so I'm just asking.
Do it. Do it.
She would not have been able to bite your shoulder if your arms were pinned under her thighs.
I'm sorry. I'd probably scream, "Knock that shit off! I'm trying to sleep," as I rolled back over.
Yeah, you would have.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with him shouting, Odess, Silt, and Kit, go ahead and make another perception check at disadvantage. Go ahead with your turn, Gallon.
Trying to see if I can like thrust my hips up so she loses balance. And then if her head comes down towards the mattress, I'm gonna like wrap around it and like try and keep her as close as possible so that she can't move. I know it's like a strength versus strength check, but I'm gonna
No.
go for it.
It's not, because you're not grappled. So
Okay.
you're just trying to maneuver yourself. So I'll say give me an acrobatics check.
It's like UFC over here.
Yep, that's more than enough. You're able to kind of go out between her legs, and you're both like knee standing on the bed now, but you're not considered prone anymore. Kit and Odess. Was it Odess? Yes, you both wake up. Kit, you can see what's going on. Odess, you can hear what's going on. Kit, go ahead and roll initiative. Odess, tell me your reaction before you do anything.
I am going to sigh and get up out of bed, walk over to the girls' room,
Okay.
and knock on the
Nope.
door.
Perfect. Go ahead and roll initiative. We'll put you in the order. Gallon, go ahead with the rest of your turn. We'll call that half your movement to do your little maneuver you just did.
Okay. I'm going to jump up off the bed and head across the room towards the window.
Okay. Go ahead and move wherever you want to move. And Pearl will get an attack of opportunity on you, unless you want to use your action to disengage and make sure you can't do it.
Yeah, action to disengage.
Okay. And you'll get 15 feet, so you'll get to there. Anything else for your turn?
Nope, that should do it.
All right. Odess. Caddy, go ahead and give me an initiative. I know you said you were going back to sleep, but in case you change your mind.
Oh no, there's no change in my
There's
mind.
I was gonna say that ain't happening. That is not happening.
Nah.
Just in case.
Let's be honest here.
It's
Above
the
table,
building
Taddy's
burns
closest
down.
to Silt. So if he thought
I-
Silt was in trouble, he might come.
So Odess, now go ahead with your movement, whatever you're gonna do.
Okay, so I haven't moved yet, right?
Nope, you haven't done anything.
So
You
he's
just
gonna
woke
get out.
up.
He's gonna get out of bed, go over to the girl's door, and start banging on the door.
Is there no privacy?
All right.
Just kidding. I'm still.
Silt, go ahead with another perception check.
Hey.
People are making noise at disadvantage again.
Oh, okay. Yep. Sleep is nice. I like it. Come on, sleep. Aw,
Okay.
I probably wake up, don't I?
You
No, it's
wake up.
decisions.
God damn it! This is
You-
not.
Hey. Just like Caddy, you woke up. You have the right. Turn around, go back to sleep.
Yeah.
That's right.
Don't knock it off.
Yeah.
You wake up. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Okay.
And we'll put you in there. So you're banging on the door. Anything else you do there, Odess?
I'm sorry. What was the question?
Anything else you're doing other than just banging on their door?
I'm waiting to see, or I'm banging on it. Like, open the fuck up. See if anybody answers.
Oh, okay. Taddy went back to sleep. Kit, you're up.
You're gonna walk over to Pearl and put her mouth on my forearm and say, "Bite!" really aggressively.
Okay. Pearl, you don't even need to roll. She, like, as you see your face. Actually, no, we need to make a roll here. We'll call it a grapple. So Kit, a strength check, and Pearl, either acrobatics or athletics, and I will say at disadvantage due to your willingness to go towards a body part. Perfect. So Kit, you go up and grab the back of her head, and she kind of like takes a snap at your hand as you do so, and then you push her head into your forearm, and before you can even get the full word bite out, she's already down on your arm and drinking. Now, she is still blood furied. So Pearl, go ahead and drop the bite damage on Kit. And you will continue to do that until your face is removed, because you are latched like a leech right now.
Oh, how many times do I do it?
Well, you only drop it once right now.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. All right. Anything else for your turn, Kit?
I'm gonna say, leave her here for a little bit so she stops being a little shithead. I'm fine.
Okay.
And that's it.
So we'll just step back from initiative for a moment. Is there anything anybody wants to do in this moment?
Well, I'm assuming I saw that happen.
Yeah, you haven't even had a chance to sit up. You like open your eyes and roll over and kind of like rub your eyes to see what's going on, and then you see Kit just run forward and face plant Pearl's mouth onto her forearm and yell, "Leave her alone for a minute. I got this."
I assume she got this. I roll over, face the wall, and go back to sleep for like whatever 15 minutes before it's time to get up.
Okay.
I'm gonna go over to the door where Otis is, and I'm gonna open it, and I'll be like, "Hey, everything's under control. Pearl just got really, really thirsty, and attacked me. So, we're okay. Kit's got it under control." Oh, you're muted.
Is everybody okay?
Yeah, I mean it's always kind of shocking. I mean this is like the second or third time it's happened now, but yeah, you know we're hanging in there. It's kind of a normal day that ends in Y.
Pearl has to
So-
sleep in the stock room from now on, or the like fucking water.
Locker
Do
in
we
the
hear
closet.
that? Wait a second.
Yeah.
Do we hear that like muffled under the covers from
Yes,
Silt?
you do.
Okay, I'm gonna be like we're not doing that.
All right.
I'll harumph audibly and continue to sleep.
Okay.
So wait, is Pearl biting Kit at the moment or no?
Yes.
I'm gonna turn over my shoulder and be like, yeah. She wants it that way though. She like forced her face onto her arm.
He's gonna kind of pop his head around the corner, look in, see it.
Pearl,
He's
make
gonna look
a
at-
wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Do you want me to pause for a second? 91.
Go ahead and drop the damage on Kit again. Go ahead, Otis.
Otis is gonna look at Gallon and be like, wow, whenever Kit is done getting getting Pearl's hickey or whatever is going on, tell her to come see me if she needs to be patched up.
I
For
will
him.
certainly do that.
Him, sorry.
She,
Her.
Him.
It's a she. It's a she.
Is it she? Oh, my bad, she. I'm sorry.
I played 3 different genders. It's fine.
Tell them. How about that? I'll just use them. That's probably easier.
You know,
Tell Kit
you
to
know
come and
whatever.
see me.
In the next
Tell Kit to-
campaign, I'm gonna be
Yeah,
a
no.
potato.
Tell Kit to come see me if she needs anything. And
Yeah.
he's going to go back to his room.
Yeah, I definitely will.
Kit, at this point, you've definitely felt better in your life.
Well,
Not quite to the woozy stage yet, but definitely a little lightheaded as Pearl is just voraciously sucking the blood out of your forearm. Is there anything you would like to do?
I'd be like, she's gonna tell Gallon, you know, if Pearl decided to tell us when she's feeling this hunger, I wouldn't have to wake up to her trying to murder you again.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you know,
I love
it's
it.
another. We're learning this as we go. This
I'm
is
gonna
my
hear
first
that
time
and be
dealing
like-
with a vampire.
Yeah.
No,
Pearl
sorry,
is
go ahead. Yeah, go ahead,
fucking
Silt.
crazy. That's what Silt has to say.
I love characters with flaws.
The only
Um,
sort of character to have.
Are you gonna try and remove her from your forearm though, or anything
Not
like
yet.
that?
Not
Okay.
yet.
Pearl, go ahead and roll another wisdom save.
I'm gonna
Oh,
ask
boy.
Kit, like, oh, did you hear Otis? Otis says if you need healing after this, like, he's more than willing to offer. And I have the
Thank
potion of
you.
healing. Yeah.
I also have one.
So Kit, you're watching Pearl as she's just sucking as much blood as she can out of your forearm, and there's like a switch that flips, and her eyes go from just solid red back to the normal eyes that are red, if that makes sense, and all the color comes back to her face, and she has your forearm in her hands, but you kind of like hear the suction noise as her teeth come out of your forearm and then retract back into her jaw, and she looks up at you with what the fuck just happened eyes.
Gotta slowly remove my arm from her grasp. Not be a dick and rip it out, because that's just rude.
Well, it also
and
wouldn't
I'm-
feel great.
Yeah, I don't need that.
Rip a chunk of your arm out.
She's gonna say, well, this is the second time you've tried to kill Gallon on my watch.
I'm gonna look confused and look at Kit in front of me and look at Gallon like super confused.
You are
Did
straight
I-
like out of the Abigail movie right now, where there is just a like waterfall of blood down your chin and throat.
I'm gonna just be like,
Gallon,
not again.
Gallon's gonna pull some fresh linen that she has, and like tearish like a nice handkerchief width of it, and give it to Pearl to clean herself up.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Gallon. I'm so sorry, Kit.
You get
Can I
like
use-
nothing cleaned up before the handkerchief is just soaked.
Yeah. Before I do anything, can I do lay on hands? Okay.
If she'll let you, that's not up to me.
Yeah,
Can I heal you, my friend? Can I use lay on hands on you to heal you?
if you want.
Absolutely. It's the least thing that I can do.
Let me attack you.
If you do it one more time, she'll only have 1 point of damage.
Perfect.
I will say, next time you start feeling hungry, tell one of us and we will help you. My gosh, woman.
You
Does-
think
got
about
issues.
it for a moment, Pearl, and you weren't hungry when you went to bed. You're not even hungry now, but apparently you woke up and you were hungry.
Wasn't hungry when I went to bed. I guess throughout the night my body just gave up and I guess I woke up hungry. But if I definitely feel that I'm getting hungry, I'll definitely let you guys know. I didn't really realize this. When I went to bed, I was perfectly fine. I apologize.
I'm
Again.
gonna like my peanut gallery comments be like, yeah, I've heard that before.
Go to sleep, cat. And I'm gonna be walking
As
out.
my paw comes up with the middle. What do you call them? Digits. The middle digit is raised.
Raised with a claw sticking out.
That's right.
I'm gonna just say like, yeah. Let me go wash myself. Thank you, Gallon. I'll wash it and I'll return it to you pretty clean, sparkly clean, crispy.
Okay,
Clean.
thank you. But also, double check your vials to make sure you've got enough. I think I'm not counting for myself personally, but I'm pretty sure you also have like 2 or 3 vials.
Yeah, I'll check that, and I can also squish this one and put some blood. What's in here in one of my little vials? So thank you.
You do have 2 filled vials.
Just couldn't catch him this morning.
Yeah.
Saw me and just said had to have it.
Pearl's gonna go to a little wash area and clean herself so she doesn't look fucking crazy.
Kit, as you look down at your forearm, you're no longer woozy or anything like that, and it looks like the bite marks have been mostly healed. It's like a 2-week-old scab where there's just like a little skin blemish remaining that'll fall off any day now.
Sounds like a plan.
I'm like a sour kid. First I'm sour, but then I'm sweet.
What the fuck?
Sour Patch Kid.
Because of the reaction you got, you're getting an inspiration point, Pam.
Yes.
Wow, killing it today with inspirations. Woohoo!
She got
really
it.
bad.
She got everybody to crack up. So
Am I dripping blood through the apartment as I'm walking? Just so I know if
oh
I
yeah,
have to come.
it's like falling off the front of your breastplate.
Oh,
And-
we're gonna have to get a Roomba.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
There's like a trail of blood that you'll need to clean up.
I'll take care of that. I'm
You-
washing the little thing, and after I finish, I'll just go to the kitchen and find something to
Look,
clean, I guess.
I just want to make a public note that Pearl has gained some brownie points back with Silt by cleaning up her blood trail.
Yeah. Awesome.
Let
You're
it
gonna
be.
put that.
Let
You're
it
gonna
be
put that.
stated.
No.
Can I just imagine that sounds like they're in her journal, and next to everyone's name is like brownie points.
Look,
And she's
you
like putting
guys-
dashes down.
this is exactly like literally this is exactly what Silt's journal is yes,
I knew
today
it.
Pearl
Rights and
fucked
wrongs
up.
of the group.
Today Pearl redeemed herself.
You were so frustrating.
I
all
was
the
like, it's just
rest of
nothing
it.
but ranks of actions.
Look, I have been like writing in my journal and leaving it open for people to like infiltrate and look at, but nobody has cared. So it's fine. You guys just don't know yet.
I just
Oh,
picture in my head, and I just have to say, because this is how I picture it. I picture Silt just standing right here, like right outside of our bedroom, and she's standing like this, as I'm like on fours, just like wrapping the blood and looking
doing
at her.
the mom making sure the kid does their chore type thing.
100%.
Yes,
Bring the
100%.
foot
That's
into
how it's
agency.
happening right now. She's there like, and I'm like, cleaning it.
What you got, Mike?
Bitch, you know this is my apartment, right?
I would wager with all this going on at some point I would come out. Like,
Yeah, I
has
think
that much time passed?
Yeah, there's probably a good 20 minutes. Pearl's still scrubbing the floor. By this point, I would say everybody is awake and moving around.
Okay, so I would come out and seeing Pearl scrubbing the floor, I'd just say somebody needs to learn a water spell. Make it easier to clean up this type of shit, and then go have breakfast.
This is why I love Taddy. Look, like my goal is to keep Taddy out of all of the bullshit so he can just be Taddy.
Taddy, as you look around for something to eat for breakfast, you realize that you guys have still not gone grocery shopping.
No, I'm gonna like toss Taddy one of my rations right now. Be like,
Okay.
Oh no,
Break-
I'm good. And I pull a cookie out of my bag.
okay, then I will go retrieve the rations that I tossed, and I will go back and with my bucket spend an hour having
Okay.
bucket time with myself.
I'm going.
Appreciate it. Thank you for the offer, but no,
I'm going to
I-
approach. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm good. We got paid from that gig. I don't
Yeah.
see myself running out of cookies anytime soon.
Taddy, that's why I appreciate you. Wink. Point.
Okay, I'm gonna approach Kit after all of this has happened,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna put my arm on Kit's arm, and just say, "Hey, Kit, thanks for stepping in there. I appreciate it." And then I'm gonna look down and be like, "My bed!" Because it was right on my bed. There's blood all over my pillowcase.
Yeah, the top half of your mattress and pillow are just soaked with blood.
After I hear you yell that, I'll yell, "There's a spare bed in our room. Just stay away from mine. You'll figure it out."
Okay. And then I'll be like, "Pearl, I know it's gonna take you a while to clean this, but could you please clean this up?"
I'm gonna scream, I got you. I'll clean it.
Thank
While
you.
me
While
some
she does that, Kit is gonna pick up Gallon's old bed and just swap the beds one-handed.
With
Okay. So you're gonna carry Gallon's old bed into the boys' room and the new bed
Yeah.
back. Okay.
Yeah.
So
At this
Odessa and Taddy, you now have a blood-soaked bed. In
No. She ain't even making it to the door before Taddy
hold
says
on.
something.
Taddy is
Nah,
tiny. Kit is huge.
no, that's your mess.
luck.
You keep that shit over there or take it to the storage. I don't give a fuck. But it ain't going to our room. We didn't make
What are
that
you gonna
mess.
What are you gonna do, little man?
You really want to find out?
That's what I thought. Get out of my way.
This is the
Pearl's
found
just
family
laughing
content
at
I'm here for.
Pearl's just laughing as she keeps scrubbing like
As allies, Kit can move through an occupied space of an allied member, so she literally just walks past you, Taddy.
I'm gonna yell out from
Okay.
the storage room, Taddy, just fucking let Kit do what Kit does.
You don't see it, but she's
we
scribbling
didn't-
furiously in her journal.
We didn't make that mess. Nah.
I don't care.
Don't go to our room.
Don't be a bitch.
You also heard and didn't do nothing.
Yeah, that's your guys' business. Whatever y'all are doing in that room, fuck, you guys do it on a regular basis.
I'm gonna look up for a second and kind of look and just say at everybody, or a little bit loud for those that are not in the hallway, and say, I have cricket.
We're gonna put Pearl in the boys' room for the next fortnight. See how they
I'm
like
gonna
it.
look at Taddy and just.
You're gonna put her on the blood-soaked bed, and you're gonna find her sleeping in the night, just like sucking on the edge of the, edge of the pillow.
If I get thirsty,
Like
kind of go
Mickey.
to the sheets and kind of like.
So when you eventually finish cleaning up the floor, Pearl, you go to look at the bed and you realize that these beds are literally just like a layer of hay and then a linen over them, and the pillow's the same thing. It's just a piece of linen packed with hay or straw. So really, all you have to do is remove the linen, wash it, and replace the hay, and you're good to go.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna go in there and say, "Oh boy."
So you'll
And I'm
spend the
grabbing
morning. You'll spend the morning cleaning the linen and throwing the hay out the window, which will need to be
Yes,
replaced.
I'm the clean lady for the day. Yes.
You do that while you guys have your morning conversation, which we will do next week because it is 11 o'clock. So that's
Aw.
it for tonight. But we ended on a high note, so I'm okay with it.
Yay!
Honestly, feels like the
Let's
jaunty end to a
say.
sitcom.
A little bit. And it wasn't a cliffhanger for once. Like, that's DM.
Oh yeah, no, there's a cliffhanger. Taddy ain't done.
An interpersonal cliffhanger, maybe. But not a plot cliffhanger. So.
I have a sort of secret. I have a secret plot cliffhanger that Kit knows about.
No.
Nobody else knows about.
Maybe we'll get into that next week. But we will start with the morning breakfast conversation next week and see which direction you all want to go, because I still have no clue what y'all are doing next. So thanks everybody for coming to watch the stream. Hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. We will see you Friday for the side arc Fitz's Fuckers, a side arc of Lord Z's Fantastical Dungeon, and back here next Sunday for the next episode of Waters of the Deep. Have a good week and goodbye.